What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Berk, aka Dansgate here. Welcome back to more from this Final Fantasy X Pbirdman mod walkthrough. So, I should be on holiday right now, but I just couldn't resist coming back to play a little bit more because in the previous episode, or episodes, depending on how the scheduling goes, you would have seen that I took on Ultima Weapon and defeated it on my first try. And to be honest, like, okay, it wasn't like... It wasn't a steamroll kind of job, but also I can't say that it was like this big, really challenging battle that was even, I think even Geoscano was like, just because it was so different to what I was expecting, it was definitely very challenging. But Ultima felt like there could have been a little bit more to it. But I mean, I didn't specifically mention that too much, and I was happy to move on. But when I told Pbirdman about the progress I was making, I was like, yeah, so I've been Ultima Weapon, moving on to Omega now. And he was like, wait a minute, what? That was quick. You defeated Ultima already? And I was like, yeah. And I told him what I did and all that kind of stuff. And Pbirdman wasn't too happy about how quickly I defeated Ultima. So I said to him, you know, it's up to you. I'm happy to continue on. You know, I don't have to fight the final public release version of every single boss. But Ultima is a fairly important boss, and Pbirdman wanted to make some tweaks. And he said, if I can get some tweaks in, would you be able to give the battle another go? And I said, sure. So he's made some changes, and I'm going to give it another go. And depending on how the timing goes, because like I said, I'm on holiday, but I managed to kind of break away from my holiday for a day to come and try this, because I've got some other things I need to do. But I want to squeeze in a session and see what this Mark II version of Ultima looks like. So this will be an episode, either the episode straight after Ultima, or maybe 2 episodes after, depending on how I've had to plan things while I'm away. So that's the deal. I'm going to put in a save state here, because if he's made it much more difficult, I might have to restart a few times and give it a few more goes and all that stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think largely it's going to be the same, but there's going to be a few little tweaks that's going to take away maybe some things that made the battle easier. So one of the things I noticed first was Berserk. And I think Berserk was basically a free move for me, and that just swung things too much in my favor. So things like Berserk, for example, I think will definitely be changed. And that's the sort of stuff that we'll be seeing. So let me throw in a save state, and we'll get going. Feels a little bit weird, because I'm playing on my PC in Turkey, and I haven't used this PC to record anything for 9 months, maybe a little bit longer. So it's been a really long time away. Feels weird to be back here again. A little bit of nostalgia. Okay. So, I think last time I started off with... Again, it's been a few weeks since I recorded Ultima, the first attempt. But I think I started with something like this. Then I was doubling up HP, and then I think I used a little bit of Reflect to try and... I'm going to go all in on the items and all that sort of stuff, because this isn't the save I'm going to continue with. I'm not going to be as frugal with my items as I usually would. It's still a demonstration battle. So it's going to look largely the same as the other one did at the start, but I'm probably going to change things up as we move forward, depending on what happens in this battle. Another thing Pbirdman mentioned, which is something that I didn't really want to say too much myself, and I wanted more feedback from like the people watching, and I'm glad that some of you guys agreed with me. But the fantasy potion thing, I think is cool, and I did mention that even though it doesn't seem all that useful now, it will have its own niche where it will become useful, I think, as we move forward. But people were saying, you know, fantasy potion felt a little bit underwhelming, given that it's a new item. They seem very hard to get. And obviously the name, and you know, a potion crafted from the dead and all that kind of stuff. So Pbirdman's looking into making the fantasy potion a little bit more interesting than it currently is. So if there's any updates on that, I'll let you guys know. But for now, just know that it might be changing for the final release. So let's begin. So this is why I was using Reflect previously. Aha, okay. So, well, that's for starters. So stuff like this you will no longer be able to avoid with just a Reflect, which is big. That is important. Let's see if there's going to be much of a change in... Okay. I'm not sure if he's done anything to the HP I think the defense is the same, but maybe the HP is a little bit higher, or it's the same. To be honest, I think in terms of like how much damage it was taking and how much HP it had, it felt good to me, because it still took about half an hour to defeat, even though the battle wasn't super hard. I mean, not every battle has to take literally an hour or more, so I don't mind that too much. One thing I won't do is waste turn stealing for this one, because like I said, I'm not going to use the save, so I'm just going to get on with it. Until I see like a really big attack that wipes me out, I'm not going to go too hard on the protect and shell for now. Okay, so this is an important attack. With no shell, how much damage are we taking now? Might be the same, might have a status attached to it. Okay. Let me check. I think some hastes have been dispelled that I can see. Only Riku still has haste. So one thing I said was maybe you can make Ultima's agility a little higher, and I think Ultima's agility is higher. So you're going to want to stay in haste, like, a lot. For me, this is sort of like the final level of battle where you can kind of get away with not having auto haste, but I think once you go a tier above this, given the haste mechanics of this game and the way it runs out and all that kind of stuff, you're really going to start to need haste, I think. Auto haste, sorry. So, because we got Holy and that sort of stuff, I'm going to use a healing water just in case here. Ooh, the swipe hits everybody now. And has a slight delay, I think. Yeah. Really interesting. So you're going to need a lot of healing waters for this. Remember, even with 5 times cheer, it was still hitting really hard, so... And I think haste has gone again. So maybe Pbirdman's pushing for you to have auto haste in this battle. Oh, shit. Okay, bringing out the tricks. Look at that, 2 turns. Yeah, so this is a whole different level of Ultima here. I'm not entirely sure I can even manage this one, but we'll have to see. Because we haven't seen stuff like Holy yet. Let's see. Everyone's still got Shell. Basically, I have to toss a healing water pretty much every single turn. That's why I need Riku in haste, because she's going to be the person that just does that for me, and hopefully the other 2 can do damage. It would have been nice if Orin had quick hit. Counter. Okay, the counter still hits 1 person, that's not so bad. And cheer as well. Good grief. Okay. And it gets that in as like a free turn, which is interesting. And hits everybody with slow. Sheesh. So yeah, you're going to want to come in with Chocobo wings here, like a lot of them. I'm going to use everything I have and then move on to haste skirt. Yeah, again, I'm just going to keep spamming healing water for now. And use quick hit where possible. So it's going to be pretty slow going, but... Oh... I think they're going down. I think everyone's got Shell, but I think Titus is going to get hit here. Get KO'd. Ooh, just about. Okay. So that's the trouble. Let's see if we can keep Titus alive for another turn. We haven't even seen Holy yet, which is a big problem. let's just see how we do. I have to use another hyper null once we get the overdrive. Good. So this is definitely much harder. If you didn't like Mk1 in terms of how easy you thought it was, this is definitely going to be much more pleasing to see for you, I think. So does it counter every physical attack? Is this going to happen every single time? I think it is. So we need to be even more careful about when we choose to attack. Oh my god. That's crazy. Everyone's got shell. Yeah, because I can't afford to have a counter attack plus whatever attack it's going to try and do, so that's trouble. That is trouble. Out of curiosity, I just want to try a Sentinel. Damn. So it's used focus 1, so this should be up to like a good 5,000. For Tide, it's going to be close to probably 6, 7, maybe. 6, okay. Yeah, so now he can't take the counter attack, so he's going to have to wait. But look at those turns. That's a strange turn order. I think his haste went, that's probably why. Okay, good. One thing I think worth experimenting with is, does it counter overdrives? Probably going to use Ultima to counter it or something. Ooh, 827 isn't great. But I guess after 3 cheers, this could be fairly decent. It will be about 6,000 damage, I think. So it's not too bad. And it didn't counter, so that's important. Speaking of a counter... Boop. Okay, staying in it for now, but we haven't seen Holy yet, remember? So let's see what's going to happen with that. That delay is brutal, but thankfully Riku can just about keep up with it. If I was a little slower, I wouldn't be able to. Oh shit. Okay, I've got to get a Hyper Mighty Null thing in here, otherwise Tidus is in big danger. Okay, let's go for it. I'm liking this difficulty so far. But it might get to a stage where I'm going to start to fall behind because I don't have auto haste. Like here, for example, I'm forced to heal. Okay, so they seem to come back to back. And then slow. Okay. The good thing is that, look at those turns, by the way. Let's flip that back. Only 4 Chocobo wings left here. Now. Everyone's still got shell, which is nice. Okay, should be equal to this. Probably up to about the 6,000 damage range. Okay, that's not too bad. Hanging in there. Orange should be fine against this counter-attack. Oh yeah, the defense goes up with cheer as well. I forgot about that. That's nasty. Haven't seen Ultima yet. Sorry, Holy yet. If Holy's been swapped, I think this is a good thing. So if we get Confuse next, I think maybe it's like a rotation where Confuse always comes after Ultima. So for that reason, let's take a risk. No Protect here. 4,000. What do we got? Yeah, okay. Not good. Thankfully, his aim sucks. This is, I mean, I think I'm at the edge of the kind of stats that I can have to reasonably be able to take this thing on. Any lower and I won't be able to win. Another light curtain, I think, here. I do wonder what's going to happen. I mean, once it gets to 5 focuses and 5 cheers, then those are going to be 2 kind of wasted turns for me. So I think that could be good. Alright, here we go. I was thinking of entrusting his overdrive here, but the other 2 have got enough, I think, that I'd rather wait. How many are missing haste? I think everyone's missing haste, so I'll sacrifice the turn here. I don't have a lot of Chocobo wings left, so I want to keep those with me. I remember it healed from Holy last time, so unfortunately I can't use those for a little bit of extra damage. Nice. I think we're dealing with it fairly well so far, but we really need to see what's going to happen once we get up to the 5 focus and 5 cheer mark. Okay. Still in the game. Now, do I risk it or not? Try and remember, it's going to be cheer next, and then what if it's Ultima next? It stopped using core energy, by the way. I don't know if that's just luck or I'm going to wait this one out. I just need to confirm that it's always Ultima after cheer. Oh yeah, it's slow. Okay, I could have attacked there. My bad. Okay. So I think it might be Ultima next, actually. For that reason, let me just double check here. Yeah, Riku's shell is gone. And in that case, Ultima would kill her, so have to be extremely careful. I think Auron can survive both the counter-attack and Ultima with his beefy HP. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 5,000 even with shell and 5 times focus. That's big damage. That is really big damage. But we're managing. Okay. Should have used a quick hit there. Damn it. But you can see damage output is really slow as well. I don't think Riku has an overdrive that can really help out here. It might be immune to sunburst damage. If that's the case, then I'd rather keep it. In case someone gets KO'd, I need to quickly get back to 5 times focus and cheer. So So I'll wait it out for now. I'll use a luck actually. The first attempt I had, I got like maybe 5 or 6 critical hits that made a massive difference, but I haven't had any so far. There you go. Yeah, okay. I think we've got a decent foothold here. Quick hit. Okay. I'm gonna go for another luck. I think as long as he doesn't get critical, he should be fine. Okay. Make sure everyone's back. Ooh. His protector's gone. I didn't realize that. This could take out Oren actually, now that I think about it. Because his magic defense is super low. His protect ran out at a bad time. Ooh, okay. I think here, if everyone's lost their haste, I might just go for a Mighty G. Instead of needing all those individual turns, what's the situation? Protect. Nah, then again, I think we've got enough here. I'm going to use a Mega Elixir thing here for speed. And then Tidus can use a Hasker with his fresh MP. It's just so the battle drags on a bit less. As you can see, it's going to take me a long time to get all this damage in. So. Got to keep the pressure on. Okay. So Riku has Shell and Protect, right? Yeah. No Shell for Tidus, so let's give him Shell. I hate that delay. That delay is a bastard. But I can fire off 2 overdrives against it now, because I'm going to entrust with Oren after Tidus' first one here. That should be an extra 10k damage or so. Okay. So after this we've got Slow coming up. Okay, 6,000, so that's a good 12,000 here. I thought maybe with the luck I might get a few critical hits with these, but no such luck. Oh, there you go, did get one. Okay, what are we missing? Everyone got Shell. I think Oren was missing Protect, right? And I think since Slow is coming up, let me just use the Entrust now, actually. 33, good grief. But Oren got MP for days, so it's fine. I think that's cheer number 4, by the way. Okay, and it got the next turn, but that's fine. We can manage. Only 2 of these left. For that reason, I'll let Titus do it. Okay. Seems like hitting Auron with the confuse. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Again, it's a game of just constantly checking if people have... I think shell is the most important one. I have to make sure everyone has shell all the time. It's kind of non-negotiable. So like Auron is missing shell right now. So that's why we have to shift our focus. Okay. So I should be able to safely slice and dice here. It's still decent damage. I mean, it's about 5,000? 5,500? That's not too bad. Lights a shimmering rain though. I don't know, maybe if he unintentionally swapped one of those shimmering rains, he should be doing core energy for one of those. I think the main thing we just have to be wary of is having 3 shells because of Ultima. I think that's the main thing. If we got that, then we should be safe. But I'm hoping that the HP is still 250,000, because with 5 times cheer, that's like basically the same thing as having a third more HP. So it's basically more like 350,000 now compared to what it was before. So I think probably a good call. I think there's an Ultima coming after this, so I can't take the risk. I think Auron's missing haste. Well, we've got 2 people missing haste here, so... That was the last turn he had haste, annoyingly. Is he going to get a triple turn here? Oh fuck. Well, there you go. So this is why Riku is important. Ah, well, I think we're dead here. Slow's coming in. Look how many turns in a row this is. I think that's like 6 turns, 7 turns in a row. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got a problem here in terms of agility. I did mention that this was going to be the biggest problem. And I think that physical attack delaying everyone means that you're in big trouble when it comes to agility. So I don't know how we can deal with that. Because I can't spend the battle in SOS, so SOS haste is not enough. Okay, let me reload the save state. Okay, let's see if there's anything I can do here. Now, one thing I'm thinking is that status effects are basically gone from what I've noticed. I mean, maybe it has an attached status effect that I haven't noticed, but for that reason I'm wondering if I might try purpose building a few armors here. armors where, let's say, I can live with confuse, but I'll need more. So, for example, I do have enough for an auto shell and an auto protect. I think this might be useful because Titus could do a lot of attacking. What does Oren have? Oren's got his SOS protect already. Okay, so I'm going to go with auto potion. I'm going to go with auto protect. You can farm these from the Iron Giants without too much pain. So, because again, auto haste is a whole different ballgame because I have to save up a lot of guild in order to bribe, and that's just a whole different thing. That's going to take me hours to do just for this battle, so I'd rather not. And one of these. So Titus has a new armor now. And that gets him to quad 9 as well. Now for Riku. Is there anything I can do for her? What can I do for you? I could give her auto shell. Gonna give her an auto potion as well. Gonna give her a magic defense plus 22. And I'm gonna go for this, because once you stack this with the 5 times focus and 5 times cheers, basically like you're reducing damage by 50% permanently as well, so it's not too far off at auto shell. Auto shells I think is a little bit more difficult to get. You'd have to fight like defender, you'd have to keep encountering the defender Zeds to steal them, and that's not the easiest thing in the world. So this is a more realistic steel and kind of armor. So again, these aren't perfect, but I'm just trying to see if I can find something that can get me through this particular battle. Because it doesn't seem like I need a huge amount of status protection, so that brings her closer to 8,000, that's not too bad. So I'll throw in another save state and we'll go for attempt number 2. I've got 78 high potions, that's not too bad. They'll probably run out in the battle, but we'll do our best. Okay, let's go for it.
You're kidding me.
Okay. Gonna literally do everything the same again, but hopefully with these armors I should be better defended. And the scenario that caused me to get a game over last time should hopefully be less likely to happen. That's the goal here. And Titus having auto protect will make him a little bit more able to attack, hopefully. Let's get it. Thank God for these stamina tablets, man. I'm so happy I managed to make it this far with no stamina tonics and only the tablets, because obviously it takes so many more turns to have to do it this way, but it generally gets the job done. The most difficult part of it is recovery, so if you have a situation where there's only one character left who has a double HP, you have to waste a lot more turns, or let's say everybody gets KO'd or something, I don't know. You have auto life or something else happens, but when you've only got the tablets it takes much longer to set everyone up with double HP again, so it's a much more dangerous game. Okay. Alright, so let's get straight in here. Before it gets too many cheers, I need to unload some slice and dice as well. You know what? I'm gonna use the luck early here. Yeah, while I can do bigger damage, I need to go quick at the start of the battle. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's get that slice and dice. Yeah, these extra few thousand damage will add up in the long run. Because it doesn't take that long for Ultima to get those 3 to 5 cheers in. Now, have they both been slowed? Oh, damn it. Fine, let's speed them both up. I don't think Ultima's coming next. Yeah, if Ultima comes here and Riku dies, I'll just chalk it up to a bad start and probably try again. Okay, good. So these might not make the world of difference, but you never know, it could change something. Ideally, obviously, you'd want to do this with X potions, but basically you cannot have the risk of Riku not being hasted, otherwise as soon as that slap attack happens then you're in trouble. So I've got to remember it's Confuse, Shimmering Rain and then the slap with the delay. So if I can remember that series of events, then I should be much more likely to survive. Okay. There we go. I'm going to entrust with Auron here. Riku's haste has gone again, but this is quite... like, that slap attack is far away, so it should be okay. Cheer. And then was it slow? Yeah. So I think Ultima's coming after this one. Yeah. Okay. Auron has Shell. Let's see what happens here. So the slow plus Ultima combo is really good as well. So 5 times focus plus magic defense plus 20. And how are we doing? Oof, very close. Just about made it. Okay, good. Just about. Again, those auto potions aren't the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but maybe, just maybe, there's going to be a situation where it could make a difference. So now we should be going back to Confuse, I think. Yeah, he'll get his chance. Gotta remember to keep trying to get that early damage in. He hasn't had a quote in a little while. Okay, this is about as good as I can get with damage. There you go, there's a crit. Even one critical every time is not bad. Okay, so I think the delay slap attack is coming next. So Riku needs to be hasted here. When she's not in haste, she doesn't make it. So I've got to watch out. And a quick hit from you. And then a healing water. Okay. Should be prepared for this. Okay, good. Shimmering Rain. It's lucky that Shimmering Rain doesn't seem to carry a status, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Okay, I think this time what I'll do is I'll probably use like a Mighty G or something. Because I can't be bothered to check if everyone's got like protect and all that shit. Let's just go for it. This should do the trick. Okay. Okay, so slow is coming next. Will it manage to get the slow plus Ultima off back to back? Even if it does, we should survive fine, but... Okay. So, Ultima coming next. I'll use the Chocobo Wing instead. Yeah. So we should all be fine here anyway. I think we've got a better shot on this run. I kind of like that there's not too many pesky statuses to get in the way. It's kind of a bit of a like an old school brute force sort of battle. Sometimes you need that. Okay. Definitely getting better damage in this time as well. Okay. Tires, you keep doing your thing. Got a good little window to attack here, I think. Whoops. I thought we had a quick hit for a second. Got a bit overexcited. Okay. It's always on the lower end of 50. I rarely see it ever do like 53 or 54. It's always 47, 48. Mean. Counter him back with them high potion, that's what I like to see. I mean, when you've got alchemy, even high potions are kind of relevant at this sort of HP level. They could definitely make a difference. I'm liking the look of this run so far. Basically, every time Riku gets an overdrive, I'm going to Mighty G again. Everyone's got Shell, everyone's got Protect. Everyone's got everything they need. Except for Auron, who doesn't have haste. So let's change that. Boom! That's good. Okay. We're looking pretty good so far. But as you saw in the previous battle, it was looking pretty good too, and things changed very quickly, so got to stay on top of things. I think one of the single biggest differences of the Pbirdman mod from my perspective is how much more time I have to spend checking statuses, like buffs and statuses. It's such a huge part of what you do with the mod. Because the penalty for forgetting or losing concentration is just so high. So you miss the fact that one, like, I don't know, shell has run out or something that can end your run. So you just really can't play around. Okay. I'm gonna haste. I'm gonna haste Riku just in case here. Wait. I don't want a back-to-back turn, so. Okay. Right, we've got slow coming now. And hopefully, yeah, okay, good. Exactly what I wanted. I would have loved to have 10 more Chocobo wings, it would have made life so much easier, but there you go. It's Ultima coming next, right? I think it's fine. I think Auron should be able to handle this. Okay. Unless he doesn't have shell. So he does have shell. Okay. Yeah, I mean an extra 3,500 damage is an extra 3,500 damage. We've got to take it. Oh, okay. I'll definitely take that. Yep. Should be okay. Okay, looking good. Looking good, my friends. Soon, once the regen runs out, that's when I'll go for the second Mighty G. We're nearly there. I think this is probably luck number 5 or 6 now. This luck is as good as you're going to get. Now, he's got SOS Protect, so again, should be fine. I haven't been critical hitted against, so that's good as well. Okay. Yeah, Oren still goes regen. Once that runs out as well, then you're ready to go. Gonna use one of these to give him his MP back. Okay. Everyone's still got shell protect. Okay. Ah, we missed on Oren, I think. Or he's still in haste, I couldn't tell. Let's just double check that Oren's got haste. He does not, so it failed. Okay. I do wonder how much damage I've done. I think the slap's coming next, so... Yep, ready for that. I love seeing bosses use focus and cheer though. It's still cool to me. Right. I think it's about time we unleashed another slice and dice. Let's go for it. No. A little bit less damage this time. But maybe I get another crit. Come on. Just give me one. Just one. Damn it. Okay, let's have another look. Still got shell, still got protect. Okay. Still got pretty much everything. When you do it through Mighty G, you get it for a lot more turns, so just it always makes sense to do it with that when you can. It's sort of like a mini auto haste or something. Okay, so these should be like the final shorty focus and cheer. It's not going to get stronger than that. Everyone's still got shell. I don't know if I should risk. I'm not going to risk it here. I'm gonna toss the Chocobo Wing. It's got to that stage of the battle where we've come a long way. I don't want to make any silly mistakes at this stage. Okay. Let's be 1,000,000,000% sure that we've still got shell. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Ultimania. Yes, sir. I think... Wait, Hadoran's shell run out? No. It would have taken more damage, I think, if it did. Let's go for it. I'd love a few more criticals, man. I've done luck like 5 or 6 times. We need some more crits. Still got shells, still got protect. Still got it all. Okay. Alrighty. Once I get off like another Mighty G, then I think I can make a run for the finish. I should be able to get there. Okay. I'm going to entrust again here, get another slice and dice out Tidus. There you go, that's the timing. There you go. Nice. So that's a nice chunk of damage there. Sweet. Okay. Still got shells, still got protect. Okay. Everyone's still got haste too. Okay. Fair enough. Slapperoo coming next. Oh wait, no, sorry. And her haste ran out at just a bad time there. Again. It's impossible to tell when the haste is going to run out. No one's going to keep track of that. How many turns it's been since they've been hasted and all that sort of stuff. That's too much. So you will run into that sometimes. I'm saving the Chocobo wings for before Ultima in case I need it. Just have to keep checking all the time. Just can't take liberties with it, man. I'm starting to get that buzz now when I'm getting near. I mean, if this focus and cheer stack infinitely, then that's horrible. And you know what? There's a chance. I mean, I've seen stranger things happen, so I don't know. It means I have to keep the pressure on at all times. I think maybe it's still stacking. I don't know, man. I've got to keep going. I can't let this drag on for too long. Okay. I think a slow is coming next, so I'm a little bit... What? Doing this gives us a double... Yeah, shit. Let's just check the situation here. Everyone's still got shell? Or do they? Okay, I think everyone still has shell. Except for Oren? Yes, except for Oren. Okay, this could be a bad combination of turns here, so just got to be extremely careful. I mean, because of the delay of Hasker, like, this is a waste. Because we're going to be slowed anyway on the next turn. I just can't guarantee that Riku's going to get a turn before Ultima, which I'd like her to, but... Okay, let's just do this. I think this should guarantee that she gets a turn. Okay, turns out I had more turns than I thought. Now, the trouble is stuff doesn't run out at the same time. So Oren's shell has run out, but I would have liked for everyone's to run out at the same time. I just can't take the risk of Oren getting hit without shell here. Just can't do it. Let's see. Because if this focus and cheer is stacking beyond 5 times, then we're in big trouble. Yeah, so that was a good call. Otherwise, Oren would have been taken out. All right. Oren's still got regen. Oh wait, no, he's got SOS regen, sorry. Yeah, I think these are still stacking. They're stacking beyond 5 times. So I really have to move. I just don't know what else I can do other than what I'm already doing. The battle just gets more and more difficult the longer it takes, and that's a Pbirdman touch right there. That's the kind of thing that he can bring to the table with his knowledge of the game. I don't have anything to hurt this guy. If I had like shining gems or some shit, then it would have helped, but does it counter? It's probably going to absorb poison or something. I just don't really have a play here with Riku. I think just because I literally don't have anything else to do, let me just try a Poison Fang, see what happens. 1,000. It's something at this stage we need to get damage in, and it's not being countered. So I think that's an important touch as well. I think it's Shimmering Rain next. There you go. I'm going to need a few more of those. Oh, sorry. It's confused next. That's not too bad. We're back to the start of the chain here. So Riku's going to get in on the damage here as well with Poison Fangs. While I continue to check that everyone's got their stuff. Okay, Shimmering Rain shouldn't be doing over 5,000 damage at this stage. Okay. So we're really starting to get pushed here in terms of the damage that we're taking. To be honest, she's doing half the damage that Tyus is doing. It's like a quick hit every time, so in that sense it's not too bad. But look at this back-to-back turn business, which I don't like. Ah, her haste is gone, that's why. Okay. Oof. SOS Protect on Orin here, watch this. Yeah, that's clutch. If he didn't have that SOS Protect, he was dead. He was dead. Now, I'm going to fire off a Mighty G very soon. Just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Surely it has to cap. Shimmering Rain did about 4,500 damage to Orin and Tidus. It's still going up, then there is no cap on this. Okay, that's good. That's something. Okay, slow coming up. Now I might reply to this with Mighty G if Riku gets a turn. I used the Healing Water on purpose to speed her up, yeah. So Mighty G launching here. Bring me back. Excellent, okay. Back in business. Got all the things. Nice. Yes, please. Okay, this time I'm not 100% sure that if I get hit with the counter attack I'll be able to survive the ultimate afterwards, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, 4,300. That's a good benchmark, just so I know. Really hitting like a truck now. Keep up the damage. Should be Confused coming next. So I'm gonna attack here instead. Maybe I get lucky and she snaps herself out of it. Maybe. Maybe. Damn it. I think after this it's Shimmering Rain. Let's keep hitting. Surely we've got to be close now. Been hitting this thing hard. I'll have 2 more Slice and Dices to launch at it as well, fairly soon. And I've got my full overdrives now. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Slice and Dice here. Yes. Come on, give me some criticals. Oh. I feel like that cheer, they're definitely stacking like infinitely. I'm struggling here to get any real damage done. And not enough critical action either, unfortunately. Even Orin down to 3,000 damage here. The mighty Orin struggling. Okay, I think everyone's out of haste now. Except, well, Orin isn't. Okay. For that reason, I'm just going to use one on Riku at the moment to save that final Chocobo wing. Ah, sorry, this was a slap attack. Fine, that's still good. Alright, here we go. This Ultima is one focused motherfucker, man. Just will not die. Okay. Stay healed. She's slowed down again. I've got to make the hit here. Or should I entrust? Gonna entrust. I'll be able to use the final Chocobo wing, I think. Look at this damage, it's just falling and falling. There you go. Come on, Titus. Yes, double critical. Ah, just will not die. Okay. Double check everyone's got shell. We should do at this stage, surely. Okay, we do. Okay. Then again, I think it did like 5,200 damage to Auron, so maybe it is capped. I feel like the normal mechanics should apply, but I thought maybe it's a restriction that Pbirdman could have lifted to make the battle even more challenging. It's possible, I'm still a bit undecided, but I think maybe I was wrong about the cap. Yeah, ooh, but yeah, I mean, it keeps dropping. He's definitely used cheer more than 5 times, and Auron still seems to be progressively hitting worse and worse, so surely is all I can say. Just keep going. Really doing everything we can here. Throwing in the kitchen sink. And just not having it. Just not having it. God damn. Here again, to speed things up, I'm going to use a Mega Elixir. I've run out of Chocobo wings now, so I need to... I'll have to chime in with Hasker a little bit more as well, I think. But he's got haste, right? He does. I hope he hasn't put it up to like 1,000,000 HP or something, otherwise I'm going to be annoyed. I'm starting to feel like there is a cap on the cheer and focus. But it's smart, because they're sort of built-in turns, they're like double turns, it doesn't waste, it doesn't create 2 free turns once you've reached the cap, so that's smart modding again. Yeah, I feel like we've reached a cap here. But then again, 4,600 I think is the highest damage I've seen from this particular move, so I can't be certain. But the extent to which is Auron hasted, please say he's hasted. Okay, good. Here comes a slow. They're coming right before Ultima is just brutal. So like here I've run out of Chocobo wings. But we'll manage because everybody's got use. You can kind of get away with it. Nah, I mean 5,400. Again, that's higher than Ultima's ever hit, I think. I can't shake the feeling that there is no cap here. This thing's got to die. Or maybe I'm just spotting patterns in the random variants. I can't really tell at this stage. Because I feel like if it really was stacking, there'd be a more noticeable difference by now. Like, it should be hitting for like 6,500 and not maybe 100 more. Okay, the bombardment goes on. The unrelenting Ultima. I mean, if it continues like this, Riku's going to become the main damage dealer. Just because of her speed and the poison fangs. Everybody got shell, everybody got protect. Riku don't have haste no more. Fine. I would have loved for a few more critical hits though. I mean, Shimmering Rain has basically almost become like Ultima at this stage. Yeah, okay. I'm now 100% convinced that there isn't a cap break. I mean, it feels to me like it must have more HP than before. It must, surely. These two don't have haste anymore. It would be kind of funny if we kill it with a Poison Fang. After almost refusing to use Riku at all. Rook. Nice. It's the first time it's got a double move, by the way. Thankfully my HP was high enough that it's not going to be a problem, but sometimes, I think again, it was that annoying moment where when I threw the second Poison Fang, Riku's haste ran out. So just shitty timing again. But I should get it now. If I don't get this turn, then it's going to basically be the same thing as last time, I think. Because I think these... Oh, Ty's still got haste, actually. Alright, good. Let's have a careful look at what the situation is. Shell, protect. Alright, these two still got haste, so... There we go. Alright, here we go. Still in business. I still can't believe that I haven't won at this stage. God damn. I think I'm like 95% sure Ultima's got more HP now. Surely. Maybe not by a huge amount, but even if it's like 100,000, it's all going to stack together to make it a much more drawn-out battle. It probably hasn't been an hour yet, but it can't be too far off. Let's get it. Okay, this is about as good a timing as you can get on this. There you go, straight with the critical. You gotta die, man. Everything gotta die at some point. Only the power of death truly prevails in spirit, you know that. Decide to give it like Omega HP. Okay, I think Riku's Protect is gone. Not Shell, for some reason. Okay, I can launch off another Slice and Dice. At this stage I'm trying to make sure that I always have at least one person with full HP, just in case I deliver the killing blow and something crazy happens. I think I used Ultima last time, but I feel like maybe in this version, in this Mark II version, if it's using it as a regular attack, well, what could be its final move? Hits you with a bloody Zanmato or some shit. No criticals this time. And it's still alive. I feel like overdrive damage alone has been over 100,000 probably. Just not interested in dying today. Okay, I think Tyres has lost Shell at last. Oren has not. I'm going to wait until the final moment before doing that. I think Tyres with full HP survives Ultima anyway, even without Shell, but I try not to take any risks with it. Should be Focus and Shimmering Rain next, I believe. Oh, okay, it's that one. Fine. Okay. Riku has Shell too. Again, should be safe from Shimmering Rain, and then I can Healing Water back to full health. Okay, did Riku slow down again? I think she did. That's what I mean, like, she's got a weird, like, turn order where she slows down at really awkward times. Let's see how this works. Okay, it's a good set of turns here. I'm going to use a Mighty G with Riku again. Yeah, we've got 2 people without shell, and no one has haste, so... Look at that, 4 turns in a row. We're not going to have that. Let's flip that script.
You asked for it.
Come on, guys, we're nearly there. It's been a slog, but I think surely now we're there. I'm trying to think, Ultima can't do 6,000 damage. But you know what, screw it. I'm not going to take a risk. Okay. Let's get straight back in. Yeah, the counter damage hasn't gone above 3,000 on any hit. Even though it's been cheering all day, so I think we're okay. Okay, I predict that it's the final round of attacks here. Where's Oren gone? What the fuck? What? Why? Did haste miss him or something from the overdrive? God damn it. Are you kidding me? The guy has haste. Look at this CTB here. Look at this. What? Okay. Let's keep going. That's why the guy gets like infinite regen, because his turns just take so long to arrive. Wow, what a shit series of events. Wasted a lot of my time. The only problem with Shimmering Rain is the way it dispels haste. I don't know how exactly it works, but it seems to have a percentage chance of dispelling haste, or maybe it eats up haste turns or something. I don't know what exactly the mechanics are, but you end up losing haste quite often after it. Like, I think Oren did here. Or did he? Maybe no one did. Okay, after all that, everyone decides to still have haste. Fine. Again, make sure at least someone's got maximum HP here. Literally run out Poison Fangs. Why won't you die? Why? The only problem is the longer this goes, the longer the chances of me making a mistake and not spotting something and being really pissed off that I've died after like an hour and a half or whatever. What's coming next? Not something that can wipe us out. It feels like Auron's got about 2 turns in the last 10 minutes. Auron should still have haste because he's basically had no turns, so that makes sense. He's got SOS Protect, so it shouldn't matter for him. But again, what if we get an Ultima at the end? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to attack this thing. If it dies on this turn, it kills me with whatever counter it has. I'm going to count it as a win. Just because I'm tired at this stage, I don't want to drag out the vow anymore. But since it seems to have infinite HP, I just can't deal with it. Cannot kill the bastard. Just can't do it. Right, is Riku out of haste again? Let's see. It feels like Riku's haste lasts 3 turns sometimes. Even my Chocobo feathers are almost running out here at this rate. So if you think you haven't seen enough Ultima so far in this playthrough, I hope you're satisfied. You're probably not going to see again this much till Ultima Buster or something. Right. I'm literally just going to mix again. Instead of using up all these Chocobo feathers. Just waiting for another couple of overdrives again. Give me yet another 10k worth of damage. Should be confused next, right? Yeah, it should be. It should be, but I can't take the risk. Again, in case that was some killing blow and it did like some random shit. Keep going and going and going. On this never-ending quest to beat Ultima. Ultima's turned into Nemesis. It's like in relative terms, in terms of how tanky it is, it feels like Nemesis. God damn. Nope. Nope. At least one good thing here is that if you guys come into this battle with more stats than I have, so if you're hitting for maybe 3, 4, 5,000 a hit, it still means it's not going to be a steamroll battle. So I guess he's kind of future-proofed it a little bit more, so if you come in later, it's still not going to be something you can beat very easily. Literally done about 8 billion damage. I don't even know what I'm going to toss once the poison fangs are done. Wait, what? Why did Oren get taken out? His protect wore off. How is that possible? This is what I mean. When the battle drags on for so long, you're bound to make mistakes, but I'm confused. Oren should have had protect, right? Why would he not? Okay. See, now this is when you're in trouble. In this battle, you're going to struggle to claw yourself back now. Because Shimmering Rain is going to take out Oren. Unless it's fixed damage, actually. So he might survive. I think if I die here, this is my final attempt. I can't bother to try again. It's been a very long session anyway. Yeah, he's dead again. Because, as you can see, I mean, you can win, but it's just going to take forever and ever. What's next? I think Sloga's next, right? So... I don't know why the move isn't called Sloga, by the way, if it hits everybody anyway. But let's try and be careful here, make sure that these two stay alive. Trouble is, Oren can't survive an Ultima with without 5 times focus and shell. He needs both. He can't do it otherwise, so that's why it's a problem. Look at that. That's some speed for you. Okay, so let's make sure these two both survive. They're at that crucial level of HP where they have to be extremely careful. But I have to bring Oren back. I don't have a choice here. Thankfully, Riku's got an overdrive coming. She has one right now, so that's not too bad. So we should be able to get back up to speed here. It's yet more wasted time, but
Okay, you asked for it.
as long as we can stay in the game. Okay. Stamina tablet. Okay, thankfully this is the only window where we've got any chance of bringing Oren back anyway. Oh, that was so unlucky. Oh, hit the wrong person at the wrong bloody time. Good grief. Tyres is slowed now, so this is really dangerous. But can Oren survive this? If he can, yes. Okay. We're in with a shot. We're in with a shot. Oh. Okay. We're still in business. But that confusing Riku was so annoying. God damn. Okay. So we're still in with a shout. Titus, for the love of God, use a haster or something, sort this shit out. Okay. Now, what's next? It's going to be focus and... No, it's going to be the slap attack. Let me have a look. Okay. So we don't need to go crazy now. We've clawed our way back. Let's not throw it all away here. Make sure Oren is protected. Okay. So we should be back to where we started now. After like an hour and a half or however long it's been. Pbirdman, I think you overdid it a little bit with the tankiness, man. Just a little bit. Battle's taking a week. I've still got those 2 overdrives that I've been waiting to unleash. I should be there soon. It's funny, I've got to the stage where every time I attack, I feel like there's no chance of the battle ending. I really think he's put it up to like 500,000 now. That's looking the most likely option. I think I'll go with Elixir and Hasker. Okay, thankfully didn't miss anybody. Unless someone's shell has run out. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Still in it to win it. But Oren will get taken out with the counter attack, so no. Okay, so where are we at right now? Shell, protect for everybody, and I think haste. Right? Yeah, okay. Well, that's a start. My final Poison Fang. Did you even for a second believe that that was going to be the end of the battle? Seriously. Tyus is still not allowed to unleash his overdrive, unfortunately. I'm trying. It's not for lack of trying. Right, so what can we even fire off next that can do any kind of damage? I mean, I feel like it probably absorbs all the elements, or... I wish I had some shining gems. I think Riku's damage dealing potential is truly over now. This will do like 500 damage, I think, at best. Let me just throw a bomb fragment just to see if I can get anything from fire gems. Okay. I might actually be able to use fire gems. This is surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Now. For the love of God, just die. It's not being kind to me with criticals either. I think I've got like 3 the whole game, like normal attacks. Maybe 2. It's not even using luck. What gives? Haste gone for Riku again. It feels like she always loses her haste at the worst time. It's because she's got so many turns, she loses it more often than everybody else. Well, more quickly than everybody else. Yeah, okay. Oren's got SOS Protect anyway. Ah, I should have been trusted, I forgot. Next time. Next time. I'm curious about how much damage the fire gem can do. If it's going to be 1,500, I mean that's pretty good. I don't need to attack with Tidus anymore. I just use items. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a surprise. Pbirdman's the kind of guy that closes loopholes, but then sometimes leaves others open on purpose. just to see if anyone's looking out for them. Like, there's battles he's had where an enemy will only be weak to the water element, that obviously normally it wouldn't be a thing, but in this one it is. So that's a bit of a Pbirdman way of modding. So that's good to know. Still, this thing is way too tanky, regardless, but at least I know for a fact that Blessed Gems are not going to work, because it absorbed Holy last time, and I really doubt that that's changed. And because it's going to heal it for 8,000, I really just do not want to even test that right now. I'm just not feeling that at all. Shimmering Rain. Yeah, pace is gone again. Okay, died and is unleashing an Ultima, I think. Again, I was so sure that it wasn't the end of the battle that I didn't bother to make sure everyone was healed. There we go. Whew. Auto potion kicking in before the death animation. Thanks, guys. Just showing off now. But there we have it, my friends. Ultima Weapon Mk1 defeated. Lionheart.
That was not Omega. Just a shadow born from Omega's wrath.
What, so the main man's still around? Come on out, Omega!
When we meet, I will send it.
Ooh. Okay, so it took 2 attempts, but it was good. I mean, it turned into more of a brute force kind of battle, and it's one where you have to stay the course, stay the distance, and stay focused. And of course, these armors definitely help. Maybe not Auron's one so much. There was one occasion where it definitely helped. This, of course, helped, and so did this. So, I mean, they did definitely make a difference. So, you can get away with not having auto haste, but I think auto haste in this battle will be what flips the switch to make it go down like 2 or 3 tiers of difficulty. But if you don't have auto haste, it's going to keep you on your toes. If you're weaker than I am, it's going to be even more difficult. So, I mean, 61, 52 in terms of strength. If you're in like the 40s or something, then I probably wouldn't recommend it. It's going to take so long. But even if you're like 70, 80 sort of level, I think it's going to keep you honest for quite some time. So I thought that was pretty good. I mean, I will talk to him. He can obviously have a look. Maybe some things are going to be different again from what you would have seen before. But he did his best, I think, to remove the free turns. There's no free turns, pretty much. Because Confuse is not something you can really avoid too much, because you're going to be going for more like power-based, defense-based kind of things. So that's unlikely. There's no Holy to bounce back anymore. Ultima happens frequently. There's a lot of slow. What else? I mean, it gets progressively more powerful. You've got the counter attack. You've got the slap attack that delays everybody. So there's a lot of tricks here. I guess to keep it maybe even a slightly greater tier of difficulty would be, of course, to introduce maybe a few more status elements into the mix. So Shimmering Rain, for example, could carry something. But that happens frequently enough that maybe the slap attack is the better idea. So maybe there's a, I don't know, 30% chance of darkness or something when it uses it. So that could complicate things a little bit more. But it's such a delicate balance in this battle, because you might watch this and think, oh yeah, I mean, it's looked like it followed the same pattern. It might still feel like it's a little bit too easy to you. But again, remember, this is Ultima, this is not Omega. This should be a lot easier than Omega anyway, and should be a lot easier than the stuff that you're going to fight in the monster arena as well. So that's one thing. But two, we're at that delicate balance in this battle where I can just about keep up with reapplying all of my buffs and doing damage. So you saw it took me a good hour to hour and a half to win. I don't know the exact time, but I think probably closer to an hour and a half. I did all of that. Now, if I have to waste turns to heal status effects at the same time, then the battle takes even longer. Then you push it out to like a 2-hour battle, and the odds of you dying because you didn't buff up, or you were trying to heal a status ailment and you weren't able to heal your HP, all of this stuff, it can really just throw the battle off, and it can become so much harder. So even by, let's just imagine he modded in a 50% chance of darkness when it uses the slap attack, let's say. Did that, maybe he puts in like a 30% chance of poison, something like that as well, for Shimmering Rain, let's say. Well, if he does that, then if every single time that move is used, which is going to be tens of times throughout the battle, you're going to have to take extra turns almost every time in order to heal these. And these extra turns are going to take away from turns where you're going to use to buff up again, like reapply haste, reapply shell, reapply protect, heal your people, attack. So when you put all of this together, just something even as simple as introducing 2 new status ailments at a fairly low percentage can really throw the battle out of whack. So for me personally, I think for Ultima this is more than enough. I might recommend that he lowers the HP a little bit, because I think it doesn't feel like it's 250k anymore. I might say, I could say to Pbirdman, maybe bring it back down to 250. Because you've got the cheer now, I think that protects well enough against it. And that battle's still going to take a good half an hour to 45 minutes, I think, which is a good sweet spot. Not every battle has to take an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Because especially now we're not at the super boss sort of stage, so I don't think we really need that. But we'll have a chat about it. That was Mark 2. Thank you to Pbirdman for putting the time in. It's definitely better than Mark 1. I think Mark 1 still felt a little bit too easy. Didn't hit hard enough, and it had too many little loopholes like Berserk and being able to reflect back stuff and all that kind of thing. So I think this is much closer to where it needs to be. But for the final release, it might be like a little bit more tweaked into it, depending on how it goes. So I'll see you guys soon. What's going to happen now is I'm going to abandon the save, obviously, because I already have one that's 3-4 hours ahead. I was messing around trying to fight Ochu, and it didn't look like it was a realistic time to try and do that. So I was probably going to give up that attempt and start monster capturing. And because that's something that's going to take ages, and a lot of it is going to be stuff that's not going to be entertaining enough to record, it's going to be very repetitive. There's only going to be a small portion of that maybe that's going to be worth recording. And for that reason, there could be a lot of wasted time, and I might not be able to upload episodes because I might have to take literally 2 weeks worth of recording, maybe more, to capture 10 of every single monster. And so I don't delay the series, and so that you guys can still get to watch some content related to it, there's a strong chance I'm going to be live streaming my monster capturing. So hopefully you guys can join me for that, and we can chat about the game, we can chat about the mod, chat about pretty much anything, because for most of it it's just going to be me running around triggering encounters and taking out and capturing almost, I think about 80 to 90%. They're going to be one-hit kills, or they're going to take like 30 seconds to capture. So for that phase, that might still take me 10 hours to do. So for that time, I think we can have some fun as a live stream. And so I will hopefully see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. Take care.